welcome all you pups, pets and handlers to our second Puppy and Handler UK live stream. Thank you, Quincy, for the uplifting beats. I feel like we should be a radio show. Maybe we should do this every Sunday. For those of you that weren't on our first live stream, I am Puppai Buumi, former Mr. Puppy UK and Mr. Puppy Europe, and I am here to introduce the second set of contestants. So earlier we met Drakik, Mistress Fader, Handler Maz, and Maris Di Milo, and in this session we will be speaking with XTRA, Koi, Valto, and Slush the Pup. The way that this is going to work is I will introduce the four contestants as in that order that I just said them. I'll ask them a couple of questions. So three of those questions, they know the questions. One of those questions is one that they have no idea what's coming. You're more than welcome even to put any questions you may have to ask in the comments section, and once I've finished with my questions we will hand over to the audience for your questions. Just a reminder, the contest for this year's Puppy and Handler UK is on the 10th and the 11th of November. The main contest itself will be on the 11th at the Village Inn, Hurst Street, Birmingham. Look at the website below for ticket information. Cool. Hopefully we have our first pup ready and waiting to kind of come onto screen. So can I introduce, I've got Quincy messaging me. Any questions? You don't have to ask me any questions, but if you've got any questions for Buumi, I'm here for you. I'm listening. Oh. Yes. Hopefully XTRA is ready and willing to join. So can we get started, Quincy? Is XTRA there? Yes. Oh, good evening. Thank you for joining us on this this Sunday. So, Boop the Buumi. No, Boop the Buumi. So you know there are four questions. If I can get my slide up, I've got a script here. So XTRA, could I ask you to give a short introduction of who you are, what city or town or club you will be representing?
So I'm XTRA. The name comes from just being extra. That's what my co-workers, my family, my friends, everyone calls me. Because I love being extra. I love pop stuff. I go to loads of events. I do different country event stuff. I try and be as much pop as possible all the time. Nothing makes me happier than giving someone the first pop experience or just opening the door for them. It's just so nice to be able to give that to someone. I remember for me, the whole pop thing, unlike a lot of people who always talk about how they felt weird for having a different king, I felt different. I was like, oh my God, I'm living in the year 3000. You guys are lacking. Like, there's something you guys need to know. And when I discovered the community, I was like, oh my God, there's other people. I cannot wait to try them. So that's me. I've been kinky for like 10 years. Back when I started, I remember there was a performance at London Fetish Market of pups. And I couldn't believe that actual pups were out there in the real world talking to other people. And it made me so excited. And now to know that at every Pride we're there and we're out and we're happy. And we do walkies at Pop Out, we do walkies at Get On Club. And I'm just happy that all the pups are out there. As for which group or city or area I represent, just all pups. I mean, I'm just generally extra or extrally general.
I think someone earlier gave that answer. That's the international title holders. Oh, I represent everybody. Like, that's absolutely fine. Whereabouts do you live in the UK then?
I live in Essex, so down south or east, depending on which side of the country you're on, I guess.
Cool. So, you mentioned a few things there about your travels and such. Why do you want to compete?
I want to compete actually just because, one, I feel like being a pup is fun and friendly, and I'm really excited to be a pup. And that energy is really, really, really contagious. And I want to stand there and have other people feel the energy is there, that you can be a professional who is always tired from work and always grumpy and always angry about traffic, but there can come a time you put the hood on, you become happy, you become friendly, and you become fun. And you can be an older pup, and you can be a fat pup, and you can be a grumpy pup. Sometimes I can be very grumpy, but you're still valid. And I feel like other people should know how happy I feel. And I have a really contagious personality, and I feel like more people should feel it.
Yeah, that's that puppy energy for you. I'll actually we'll come back to that in a minute. First of all, how do you think you will represent your community during your title year?
Well, I mean, for a start, I feel like I try and go to all the events. I have a lot more ability to get places. So just visibility, which is, I guess, the most important thing. I remember the first time I saw a pup in the wild, and how seeing pups today still make me happy. I try and represent as much as I can. I was next to a hecking big fountain earlier, and I had the hood on to take a picture. And I feel like I'll just try and just get the visibility going, because not one person can't represent everybody, but we can do our part. And I want to make that my part. I want to make people feel like they can come up to me wherever I am and take a picture. Be more pup. If they want help being a pup, that's cool. If they want to take a picture out in the open, I'll stand next to them. I'll take the picture. I just want to do everything I can to make everyone feel as happy as I am about being a pup.
Cool. Thank you. So they were the three questions I'd sent in advance, so you knew what those were. And I think you may have touched on some of the stuff that I'm going to ask you next. So, you know, the puppy pride flag, the black and white with the black, blue, and white with the red bone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, the red bone on the puppy pride flag represents the unconditional, non-judgmental heart of the puppy. What I want to know is, what does heart of the puppy mean to you in your own words?
So the unconditional heart of the puppy, to me, is the essence of pup play. Like, I know we get asked to describe what it means to people, and for some people it's like, oh, you dress up as dogs, do you behave like dogs? And I try to explain to people, I mean, pup play is just taking the most basic of loves that we give to our animals unconditionally, without requiring anything in return, and giving it to each other. So I think that's what the heart of the puppy is. It's when you can meet someone across the world on the internet and have a connection to them greater than you can have to your own family. I think that's what Heart of Pup is. I think it's meeting someone and not speaking because you're in a loud club, and then making a friendship overnight because you both had your hoods on. You don't know each other's faces, but the connection goes spiritual almost rather than intellectual sometimes with pups. Like, you can have conversations without using words, almost like best friends when you give each other's looks. I feel like puppies can give each other's looks, and we know what's going on.
So I find that it's when you go to events and you see other people and they might have their collars on, and you just give
Mhm.
a little woof and they'll woof back, and you know
Yeah,
it's
no,
yeah
no,
it's
no, and it's so universal. I feel like a lot of the times we have to apologize for being pups. Like, oh, you can't wear this at Pride. You can't force your pup on someone else. But I've been out in the public with pups, and the things that the public have said have been so heartwarmingly good. Like the first time I went on walkies at Pup Out, there were all these pups walking around at this mom and the kid. And the kid said, "Oh, look, mom, that one doesn't have a collar." And the mom's like, "Oh, that must be a good boy then, because he doesn't need a collar." And I was like, it just transferred directly. Like, that person didn't need to know who we were, why we were doing what we were. They understood the basic dynamic, and they understood that someone has a collar, someone doesn't have a collar, and that was the heart of the pup. I mean, we don't need any excuse to love dogs, and we don't need any excuse to love pups.
brilliant. Thank you very much for answering that. So I think there have been a couple of questions.
Mhm.
Laura C. I think Mistress Fader may have asked these questions. So the first question, and oh, here comes Quincy. Sorry, I was doing it without you, babes, but you can come on if you want. You're
Oh,
on mute.
I can do stuff if I unmute. Would you like me to put up the questions,
Oh
Buumi?
yes, please. Yes. What is your favorite treat?
Chocolate, definitely chocolate. 100% chocolate. It's just a lie. The humans want you to believe we can't eat it. It's a lie, people. We can have chocolate.
Human puppies are allowed chocolate. Please don't feed chocolate to your bio dogs. If you're listening,
Yeah, but like
feed chocolate to your bio dogs.
no, literally, I love chocolate so much.
And the next question, Quincy, do you want to flash it up?
Yeah, I can flash the next one up. Oh, that
favorite
jumped.
toy. Favorite toy.
Oh, favorite toy. Favorite toy is right here because if I don't bring the toy in, the toy will get upset. But favorite toy is upside down. There we go.
It's gonna be human.
Whale. Is that a whale?
No, it's Slush. It's a sharky.
That's a shark. Cool. Do you want to go to the other question that you skipped, Quincy?
Yep, there we go. Sorry.
What is your favorite member of Paw Patrol?
Oh, it's Marshall.
You have no clue who Marshall is, do you, Buumi?
No, because I'm old.
No.
Quincy, have you not got the photos ready to?
I could try and buy. Well, actually, are we allowed to on Twitch?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I really don't think we need a copyright war with Paw Patrol.
Marshall's the fire engine one, right? Is the fire brigade?
Yeah. Marshall, the Dalmatian, the big, tall Dalmatian.
There we go. Look, I know, Buumi.
That's because you're young, babes.
And then there's another one.
What would you tell someone who is nervous about attending a puppy event for the first time?
That being nervous is okay. It doesn't mean anything bad. I still get nervous going to events if I'm by myself. I still get nervous at an event sometimes when I forget that my hood's not on or I forgot my wallet. I think being nervous is okay. Everyone else is nervous, so use that energy and just be more pup. Find someone else and vibrate to the same nervous energy as they are, and you both will have a great time.
I feel like that needs to be a T-shirt. Be more pup.
Be more.
Yeah, just be more pup. Just be nervous because being nervous is cool. I mean, I really hope there doesn't come a time where people go to events and they're like, "Oh my God, it's Saturday. I have to be a pup again." No, that nervous energy is so cool. Just bouncing off the walls, getting the zoomies. It's all fun.
So we got someone said Chase is their favorite. So controversial.
Chase is the top. Chase is the goodest boy.
He is. Is there anything else, Buumi?
I did have one question. You mentioned in your introduction that you'd been to events elsewhere. Which countries have you been to? What other countries and events?
So I've been to Chicago. They have one called Lobo, Lights Out, Barks Out, which was so much fun. At the time, it was the first event I went to where you had just all of us. It wasn't pup separate, animals separate, pony separate. It was just fun. And it was February 2020, so I didn't go to another event for a long time. But it's just this crazy raw energy. Then I was in Bangkok. They have the coolest cafe there, the 500 Cafe, where it's just a king cafe all the time. You go in and you order drinks like the Sathi and the Hog Tie, and people just come and they can rubber up if they want to, they can pop up if they want to, or they can sit at the bar and talk about how much they hate their boss. Not that it actually happened, and I didn't overhear any of it, but that's the kind of place. Yes, those are the two places where I've done the events so far.
Nice, cool. So I think we've kind of hit we're slightly over the 10 minutes. I can't see any more questions. Quincy, have you got any other questions you want to ask?
No, I've got no other questions. We've got to keep it rolling, Buumi.
We do have to keep it rolling. So, XTRA, thank you so much. Oh, where can we get hold of you on socials? What's your kind of?
It's at Pup XTRA on X, and it's at I am the All69 on Telegram.
Okay, cool, brilliant. Thank you very much. Perfect. And thank you for taking the time with us today. Everyone, boop XTRA's nose before they go. Yes, thank you very much. You can drop them out. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, Quincy.
No worries. We're in the control room. You forgot to introduce me, but that's fine.
Everybody, this is Quincy. This is the first European handler of 2022.
2022. This is my partner Reese, who's doing the modding. We're in the control room today while Buumi hosts it, but Buumi can't use technology because
No.
they're over the age of
I got
50.
paws. They don't work on keyboards.
Pause and over the age of 50, so technology doesn't work.
How rude.
I see those grades coming, darling.
What grades? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, shall we move swiftly on?
We can move swiftly on. So who's next?
Next, we have Koi, who is
Koi.
a pup, not a fish.
Not a fish.
Koi.
I will
So can we bring Koi on? Oh, they're buffering. They're buffering. There we go. We've got them. Hello, Koi. I can't hear you, Koi. Are you there? Say hello. Bark for me. Woof. Oh, we're having technical difficulties. $2 2 seconds. Okay. To be fair, we've been quite fortunate that this hasn't happened yet.
And
So.
we were on a roll, and then Koi just came in and ruined it. Technical difficulties. Shall I play the music? I could put the music back on.
No. Let's not play the music.
Nice music. Look, Vogue.
Vogue. Can you Vogue? Can you duck step? Can you duck step?
Not very well.
Duck walk even.
No, I can't duck walk. I'm really bad at duck walking.
Oh.
What's going on here? Oh, you want me to change it? Okay, bye-bye. Hello.
Hello. There we go.
There we go. Hello.
Have you got me now?
Yes.
They've got you now.
And very well done for having it.
Put you up there.
Oh, we've lost them.
You'll need to mute yourself on your laptop as well because we were getting feedback.
We're dancing.
Yeah, but great for the fact that they had a backup plan. So I like that.
Buumi never has a backup plan. So we're waiting for them to join.
Hospital?
Is it? Hello, Koi. We're calling. I feel like Eurovision. You know when you do host for Eurovision.
Hello, hello, Sweden. Sweden,
hello,
come in. Can we have your scores, please?
How many points from Sweden for Eurovision? It feels like Eurovision all over again. This is not as bad as Fetish Vision. Remember that year when we were COVID? And it just kept.
No, you're not allowed to say that.
Why?
Because they think we might be bad mouthing or spreading
no,
disinformation.
I loved it. It was the best thing ever. Just that technology never works for anyone. It's don't work with technology or animals, and I'm doing both at the moment. So it's the worst opportunity.
Is Valto available?
We're back again.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yay.
Sorry, laptop troubles.
That is quite all right. As I was saying to Quincy while you were sorting that out, I was like, "You've got a backup plan," and that was good. That was good.
Yeah, I had it ready on my phone.
We're here. So, right, I've got 3 questions for you, and then a 4th secret one which you've not heard yet. So, could you please give a short introduction of who you are, what city, town, or club you will be representing, please?
I am Koi. I'm slightly over 21. I am from Cannock, which is in the West Midlands, not far from Birmingham. I represent Scritches and also Sherlocked in Blackpool because that's my partner's. Yeah, I like having fun. I try and see as many pups as I can. I try and get myself about a bit, not in the bad way.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with getting about and getting about. So that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Why do you want to compete? Why would you like to be Puppy UK 2024?
I'm actually competing in honour of a friend. Was it yesterday or the day before? Yesterday was 5 years since we lost him. And this is what all my campaign's about due to the stigma and horrors he faced, basically. due to being HIV positive. So that's what my cause is about, and safe sex and educating people on PrEP and stuff, because there's still so many people that don't know about PrEP and stuff like that.
So I thought of you just before I logged onto my laptop because I was cleaning some of the stuff off that's to my left. I won't show you, it's a mess. And when I was in while I was in Malta, I actually got a how to use a condom pack, and it comes with its own condom, and it also has a guide. I'll just cover up the bottom bits, but the top bits. It has a guide of how to put it on as well. So I was like, "Oh, Koi will love that." So I'll give that to you when I see you next.
Scritches next week.
So Scritches is next week, and
Yeah,
Puppai UK is 3 weeks
the week
away.
after. No, it's 3 weeks. Yeah.
Cool. So how will you represent the community during your title year?
I plan on doing lots and lots of fundraisers to go with the charity that my friends set up. Me and Dean have decided to take it forward with his mum, just in his memory, basically. Not only that, is I just want to be accessible. I'm here anyway 24/7 for other pups, whether they be new, old, personal problems, pup related problems, and just accessible. And I know I've come to you personally with a couple of things, just saying I've had a pup come to me with this issue, what would you do? Or you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
So I just like, I hate the phrase, but a daddy figure, because I'm not old enough.
Oh, because you just over 21.
Yeah, only slightly.
Only slightly over 21. No, thank you for that. I had another question I was going to ask you, and it's gone out of my head. Oh no, that's what I was going to say. So, I don't think too many people are aware of kind of like the history of titles and where they came from, but certainly in the USA in kind of like the 70s and 80s, as the kind of the AIDS HIV crisis was kind of like picking up, a lot of the kind of the title holders that were elected, a lot of them used their title to do fundraising, and it's something that they do a lot in the US, but isn't something that we do as much over in the UK. So the fact that you want to kind of use that as if you get elected, as a platform to kind of raise money, I think is great. Hopefully more people will kind of look to do that in the future for what they're passionate about. So thank you for that.
Yeah, it'd be nice to use it as a platform, but I wouldn't want it to overshadow pups, if you know what I mean, because obviously pups are the main cause, but this is my main cause for the election.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Cool. Right, so I have your special question. I forgot to mention this to XTRA. I went through your application forms and I had a look and thought, oh, what kind of question should I ask? So, our pup experiences are our own. Can you tell me 2 or 3 things which are unique to you and how you pup out or find headspace?
I just, as soon as I walk through the door into Scritches, for instance, I try and leave everything that's bothering me, good or bad, at the door, just so I can go and have fun. To me, pup play is the social aspect, and then you've obviously got the BDSM aspect and whatever happens afterwards. But to me, it's just about literally going and being with a chosen family and just enjoying your time. You know, we all live hectic, busy lives. Everybody needs an escape. And to me, that's what pup play is. It's an escape from the monotony of everyday life. I'll find my teeth eventually.
Cool. No, thank you for that. Thank you. So now I'm going to invite Quincy to the chat. And Quincy, do we have any questions?
We do, and also the fire alarms are going off opposite our flat at the moment. So we're having a whale of a time here. So we've got quite a few questions, and we haven't got a lot of time, so we probably if you could try and keep your answers a bit short. So we've got the first one. How did you choose your pup name?
I was given a very derogatory name by my ex. So I started going by my normal name, and it just so happened that somebody was like, "You've got really cool tattoos, which are 2 kois. Why don't you call yourself Puppai?" And it just stuck. So that's how that came about.
Nice, thank you.
That's question number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2. What would you do to encourage different kinds of pets to join in the community?
Pup play, I kind of think of it as an umbrella term. Anybody's welcome, in my view. So whether you're a giraffe or a penguin, it doesn't really matter. Everybody's just there to have a good time, be sociable. You know, obviously there's networking to be done, and try and encourage a lot more other pets. Maybe change it from pup play to pet play. Try and get that going a bit more, because obviously pup play sounds a bit pups only inclusive.
Yeah.
I actually know, I've met a giraffe.
Have you met one?
I haven't actually met a giraffe.
That was just the first thing that popped into my head.
Yeah, no, I've met one. They go to the so a plug for this the Birmingham Bazaar. They have a pet area, and there's a guy that dresses up as a giraffe, and he was wearing these like heelless stilettos, and he must have been about 7 foot tall with these things on, and he was in his like a lycra speckled suit. He looked amazing. I also met a raccoon, a piglet, and a cat at that event as well. So they're definitely out there. Yeah,
the most common ones are foxes and cats and bunnies now.
I've met a seal as well. I've met a seal as well.
They're pups, though. A baby seal is a pup.
Oh, cool.
Sorry. Hey, more questions for the audience. Hi, Koi. Not sure you've already answered this, but how did you get into pup play? Is it something you feel it's always been within?
And I was just going to add. Also, I think this goes into this one as well about how did you find your headspace. So maybe incorporate a bit of that as well. Sorry.
So, many years ago, I started talking to a pup on Kick, I think it was, and I was really intrigued, and kind of started getting into a headspace on my own. No hood, no events, nothing. And 2 years ago, I was like, you know what? This is what I want for my birthday. Got my hood, got myself a harness, and went to Doghouse. And yeah, that's kind of my story of being a pup. I was a closeted pup for a long time. Yeah.
We've got last.
What was the next bit about it? The headspace, wasn't it?
Just headspace, yes. Sorry.
Headspace. I just literally, as Buumi knows, go to the ball pit and start throwing balls at people. Just try and incite as much fun and chaos as we can.
They're a chaotic Koi.
Chaotic Koi. Last question, just a quick one before we have to jump on to the next one. With HIV, there's more than just stigma. They're not knowing about PrEP or the viral infection. So how would you address putting that info out there?
I'm currently in the process of working with my local clinic to get as much information as I can, which I'm going to put into leaflets to be distributed at as many events that will take them. I'm also, as Buumi's already demonstrated so lovely earlier, I'm looking at making condom and lube packs to be distributed at events. Obviously, even the safer work events, because people still go home afterwards. So there's things that a lot of people don't know, like vegans can't take PrEP. Buumi actually told me this about 4 weeks ago, because it's got a milk protein.
Yeah, it's got milk powder in it. So not suitable for vegans.
So, obviously there's pros and cons to everything medication-wise. It suits some people, it doesn't suit others. There's very much a grey area with women and trans in regards to PrEP, with hormones and stuff, which is now my mission to find out. And might not be ready for Puppai UK, but within the next few months I will have as much of this information as I can. Obviously talking to people like Valto, who's on next, is also a massive resource. Regardless of outcomes or whatever, I'll work with him if he works with me.
Bro, thank you. Just before Quincy drops off, where can we contact you? What are your socials?
Right, okay, hold on. I'm on Telegram as Pup_Koi, Snapchat as Pup_Koi, Twitter as @Pup_Koi. It's a bit fruity. Recon as Pup_Koi, and Blue Sky at pupkoi.bluesky.social.
Cool. Thank you very much. So you're
one more little thing that I need to add. Sorry, I've got to grab my notepad.
That's all right.
My friend's charity is called The Positive Project. I will, when we're finished here, drop in scriptures if I'm allowed.
Yeah, of course.
And on Twitter and Blue Sky, a lot of informations, hashtags, places that you can have a look for it yourself.
Cool.
If anybody wants to know any more of the story, I will go into it a bit more at Puppai UK. But if you want to know more to why what happened, reach out to me personally, and I'll happily talk to you about it.
Cool. And if you send that link to Quincy can add it onto your profile on the Puppai UK and Handler website.
And I can put it in the chat now, so send it over.
Lovely.
Cool.
Thank you very much. See you later.
Hello. We're
Hi.
back again.
We're back.
Quick question for you. What charities are they that you carried on?
What, for mental health?
I guess so. I just saw the question. I thought I think it was after you talked about having charities.
So for me, we did a little bit of fundraising for Mind. So I wanted to do more fundraising, but I never got around. I was actually looking at raising £4,000 for Lender Poor, and that £4,000 was going to go to providing mental health first aid training to one person from every event in the UK, so that every event had someone mentally health first aid training. But then lockdown happened, and it was one of those things that 2 years later I just haven't gotten around to picking up yet. So I did do some fundraising, donated to Mind. Also, actually, the war in Ukraine, we did some fundraising for that as well. But the big thing that I wanted to do, I still haven't got around to doing yet. So at some point, I'll get around to doing it. I've just done my mental health first aid course.
So someone said that question might have been for Koi, but mistakes happen. It's live. It's live. It's the nature of live.
Live on Channel 4. Do not say.
We can't say the other word that I've got warned for.
Yeah, I warned you about that. You're not allowed to say the C to the O to the V I D.
And now we get another warning.
I didn't say it though. I spelled it out with yes. Where's that music? Anyway, next up, we have a pup who competed last year. Pup Valto. So could you kindly bugger off and bring on Valto?
Well, that was a bit rude.
I was telling Quincy to bugger off. Anyway, Valto, hello.
Hi.
Nice to see you again. Could I ask you to give a quick introduction of who you are and which city, town, or club you will be representing?
So for those of you who don't know me, I am Pup Valto. I'm competing for second time. I've well, pretty much choice of city. I have choice of 2, so it depends whether it be Manchester or Reading. It depends what time, which way I sway. Clubs, I'm not representing any at the moment, but we shall get there.
Cool. Thank you very much. My question is, why do you want to compete? But actually, why do you want to compete again?
So the reason why I wanted to compete again is because last year when I competed, everything was kind of at the starting stage. So it felt like it wasn't quite there. And obviously, I don't think I was fully there mentally because everything's all right at the start. Whereas now it's been a year, everything's gone quite smoothly. It's got sort of like has now gone, do you know what? I'm ready again. So I thought I'll give it another go and carry on the legacy that I wanna strive in.
Cool. We'll leave that one there because my follow-up question is kind of related to that. So last question is, how will you represent the community during your title year?
Representing the community. So my main thing is to represent those that have no voice. So those that are sort of, feel like they're stuck in a box and placed in a corner, and they don't have a way of being themselves, or they're scared in a way, or because they're fearing what other people think. So I want to be that representation. Like, well, actually, I'm different. I may be freaky. There may be stuff wrong with me, but it's me. So it's like I want to entice people to be themselves and be who you are.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Now, I did say that the specific question links into what we were just talking about. So going back to the contest last year, what are 1 or 2 things that you learned about yourself from competing last year that has helped you in your journey over the last 12 months? So try to be a bit more specific. You answered it generally earlier. What are the kind of like 1 or 2 things that really kind of like hit home and you think, I need to grow and develop in that area?
I would probably say it was my confidence, which has grown massively because sort of I was so nervous about everything. I felt like I couldn't really do much, or I didn't know how to do things. So I took all the feedback from last year and gone, do you know what? I'm going to entice that to my pup life, my real life, and just go from there. And since then, my confidence has grown. I've got involved in more things. I've done things that I never thought I would do. If I told myself 5 years ago you're going to do this, they'd be like, you're crazy.
It's I'll bring Quincy in a second, but it's funny you should say that. I think the similar thing happened to me when I kind of came out and started being going to events and being and getting elected. I realized that Buumi had attributes that I probably used to have when I was younger, but over time you lose them, or you lose track, or you go in a different direction. And being part of a contest and a community and kind of allowing me to use those skills that I thought I'd lost, it kind of really gave me the confidence to kind of get out, and it moved from Buumi to my personal life, and it really made a difference of my career. And I think where I am today in my personal life, I owe a lot to my puppy self. So Buumi's always kind of like always just below the surface.
Down the middle.
Cool. Right. I'm going to invite Quincy back. Quincy, have we got any questions?
Unfortunately, we haven't got any questions at the moment.
Have you got any questions?
Have I got any
You
questions?
see one as apparently am I an orange pup or a blue pup? Why do I have to be one?
Why can't you be both?
Why cannot be both?
Why did you choose orange and blue? That's the question. And remember, we're on Twitch.
Why did I choose orange and blue? I don't know. I think it was I was sort of going around with the muzzles and working out which colour would go with what. Because normally it's dark blue, but I've gone, you know what, I'm going to go for light blue, and sort of do a bit of a mix. But there may be a new hood in the making, but that's a secret for now.
Yes, if you want to know more about why I said keep it PG, Google Hanky Code and you'll learn more. We've got a question. What would you do to encourage different types kinds of pets to get out of their shell, get more involved in the community. I guess that's more towards people who are into tortoise or turtle play, but just generally pets in general.
Pretty much what I would do in general is, as I say, give them a paw. Tell them to be themselves. Be who you want to be. If someone doesn't like it, it's not for them. It may not be for them, but it's not their choice. It's your choice. If you want to be a turtle, be a turtle. If you want to be a penguin, be a penguin.
Or be a snail, be a snail.
Exactly.
But don't get out your shell, it will kill you. So we've got another question here. What charities are you working with and why? Are you working with any charities?
I'm currently working with, I'm working with Terence Higgins, George House Trust. I'm working with the National AIDS Trust, and I'm also working in the States at the moment with AIDS United.
Also, there's a good title organisation that focuses on HIV and stigma that's in the States. And which one's that, Buumi? Because they've just announced the puppy version as title, haven't they?
Which one was that, sorry?
The one that AMP used to have, the title.
Oh, Friendly.
Friendly, Mr. Friendly. But they've now got Pup Friendly as well. So they're also, which looks quite cool. So that might be a charity to reach out to.
But the reason why I'm working with them is because I actually want to make a difference. And the stuff they want to do is what I want to do. So that's why we're putting projects in place at the moment. Terence Higgins are trying to help with the HIV stigma kind of thing and enticing people to get tested and not fear about getting tested, which is why they're trying to hit the target to try and get the HIV transmissions down. And hopefully it might work.
I think Sydney is nearly eradicated transmissions, if I'm right, that they're going to probably be the first city in the world where transmissions are zero for a long period of time. And that news came out this week, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Australia's well ahead than we
They've
are.
been ahead for ages.
They've always been.
We've only just started doing the Rio trials. It doesn't count.
That's all the questions I've got, Buumi. What would you like to do now?
Do you know what? I think we are keeping to roughly time.
Here we are.
Sorry, Valto. Where can we contact you on social medias and whatnot?
So pretty much my social medias, I've got Twitter, which is Prince_Valto. And my Instagram and my Telegram is just Prince Valto. No, sorry, wrong way around. Twitter is just Prince Valto, and my Instagram and Telegram is Prince_Valto. But they're on the website. You can find them there.
Smashing. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming on and answering these questions. And we will see you in the contest in a few weeks' time.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Buumi.
Do you know what? I've got my radiator turned up because it's cold outside and I'm boiling. So give me a second.
Are you falling asleep?
No, I'm just I'm a bit warm. I'm a bit wham-bab.
Whip warm. If anyone is interested to learn more about the contest or where to get tickets, if you go to the link below here, puppyuk.org/contest/contest 2023, you can see all the details with all the contestants. The judges will be up there. The hosts will be up there. You can buy tickets. You can also, I think we're on 3 different apps where you can say you're going to tell your friends, I'm going to Puppy and Handler UK. So do go check out our website below. Little promo there. We also have a link tree. Thank you. I love it when I've got my MPA behind me. It's brilliant. So we've also got a link tree below where you can follow us on all of our social media, including Blue Sky, X, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. And I think that's about it. God, we've got too many now, and I don't know how I keep track of all of these. But yes, we've got quite a few channels.
That's because you're a good bun.
I'm a good bun. So, what would you like to introduce the next person?
Have we got one more? In fact, we've got the last contestant that
We've got the last contestant to
introduce. So, Quincy, you can bugger off. And I would like to introduce Slush the pup.
Hello, I'm looking very spooky because I'm out tonight. But hello, Buumi.
Oh, I'm loving the energy. Also, what have you gone out as? Are you kind of like a demon?
Okay, so I'm a drag artist out of like pup spaces and all that. I'm as one of my own drag personas out tonight because Madame She Deville is a very spooky drag persona, and that's what I mostly do is like magic, mentalism, sideshow, all that kind of thing.
Mentalism. So everyone needs to think good thoughts when they meet you. Okay.
Think good thoughts.
Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. That's Peter Pan, isn't it? Think happy thoughts. Fly. Right. Could I ask you to give a short introduction of who you are and which city, town, or club you will be representing, please?
Hi, my name's Slush. I'm 24 years old, and I'm representing Norfolk Leathers and Bears, i.e. in Norfolk, and obviously the city I'll be representing is Norwich.
Brilliant, thank you. I do know. I only found out that there was a pub club in Norfolk. I think it was in April this year, and I remember asking to kind of join the chat. I was just like, I didn't know you existed. So it was great to know that there are pubs over in the Norfolk way. So can I ask why do you want to compete?
I would love to I love to compete. I am competing because my project for next year is it's a continuation on and expansion of growth of my kennel club that I've started this year. I've started the kennel club this year. Obviously, we're still on our feet, but the kennel club itself is for more of the minority side within the LGBT community, as in we uphold and celebrate trans people, non-binary people, intersex pups, people who are romantic, all that kind of thing. I want to show the smaller minorities within our community that pups of our genre, so to speak, we exist, we're here, we want to have fun, and that I can, I'm here as a leading pup to show that I'm here as a safe person to be around, and that my club is a safe place to be around. I'm here, like, even if I don't win or become top 3, anything like that, I'm here to show people, like, hi, hello, Norfolk Leathers and Bears exists, the Kennel Club exists, we're here, open arms for you all to come and be a massively happy and open, safe space for everyone to be themselves and to find friends, love, family, refuge, all of that kind of thing.
Amazing, thank you. And I think you might have touched on the last question. So how will you represent the community during your title year? So I'll let you kind of expand on what you just said.
So next, if I was to win the title next year, obviously I want to, with my team of admin, to hopefully travel around the country, doing workshops, doing classes and on education, on talking about the whole world of gender diverse people, talking about the whole range of sexualities, romance, like romance orientation and all that kind of thing. I want, because there's an awful lot of people who are still uneducated or poorly educated on the minorities within minorities, and instead of shutting people down and then excluding people from the scene and from clubs and from groups and whatnot, we should be here to be there for people, to be there with open arms, to help educate, welcome people into our spaces. And that's what I want to do. I would love to travel the country, going to Pride events, going to kink events, going to organizations, doing the workshops, doing the work, essentially being a really good, helpful educator and ambassador, essentially, for the pup community.
Cool. Thank you very much. I think you may have actually just answered my specific question that I had for you. So let me tell you it, and then you can clarify. So
yeah, that's fine.
Kink/fetish education in the UK and Europe is behind where they are in the USA. In the USA, they have these conferences, and education is a huge part.
Yeah.
So, you've already kind of said why it's so important. If you were about to do a class today, what topic would you choose? And I think you've kind of already answered it. But what topic would you choose?
I think I am actually about to do a workshop with London Puppai on the ACE and ARO spectrum. So that is a workshop that's in the process of actually happening, and I think that is a topic that needs to be talked about and educated a lot right now. Obviously, trans people, non-binary people, intersex people are very much hot topic right now. However, that information is absolute widely domain right now. That is accessible. Almost everyone I know knows a trans person. If you don't know a trans person, someone you know knows a trans person. The information is out there. However, right now, the ACE and ARO community are getting hugely left behind, especially in kink spaces that I am finding, especially in pup spaces, which is such a shame. But I really want to change the direction of that. I want to change the course of where we're going. Pup and kink spaces can be non-romantic, and pup and kink spaces can be non-sexual. And I want to teach people ways of how we can do kink and pup play in a non-sexual and non-romantic way. That would be something I would love to be an ambassador for.
Amazing, brilliant, thank you. I'm going to invite Quincy back. Quincy. Hello.
Hello, Quincy.
Hello, welcome from the admin department over at Puppy and Handler United Kingdom. We are welcoming you. I feel like I am on Eurovision. I just love it.
We're at Eurovision, girls.
Eurovision. So we have got one question. We've got one question for you from Sky Blue on YouTube. How did you come up with your name, Slush?
Oh, a Slush. Very easy. I really love slush puppies. Simple as that. I really love slush puppies. When I'm in pup headspace, it's very similar to how I am as someone with ADHD when I have a sugar rush. If I have a slush puppy, I go into a very small, primal, energetic, giddy headspace, in the same way as what I have when I have like a slush puppy. When I have a lot of sugar, it makes me very happy and excited, and that's why I'm like in pup headspace. My pup coloring is blue, whilst all of my gear that I wear is either red or purple, because purple is for when you mix the two slush colors together, and then red is for when you have red and blue slushes. So yeah, that's where it all comes from. Simple as.
That makes so much sense, because I've been writing your name as Slush the Pup, but if you just get rid of the, then like Slush Pup, Slush Puppy, it's like, oh, of course, that's where it's from.
Buumi is so
I'm happy to go by Slush the Pup, Slush Puppy, Slush Pup, all of it.
Do you know what? I am old, Quincy, because my parents used to own a newsagent shop, and we had one of the original slush puppy machines where you had to do the sprays and then put the slush in. And actually, the base mix of what they use for the slush is so nice on its own, even without any of the flavors. And I just used to have cups of that. It's so nice.
Have you still got it? That must be cold.
No, I've not. No, I've not still got it, because now
you bring it. If you've still got it, bring it to the Team Puppy Comp.
I haven't, unfortunately. I wish I'd be. Oh my god, I would. No, I'd always have one in my hand.
We haven't unfortunately got any other questions, but we are coming close to the end. So I don't know, Buumi, what you would like to do, as you're the host.
Have you got any questions, Quincy?
Oh, I'm always got questions, haven't I?
Yeah, go on. We'll have a question from Quince.
So, as we're talking about education is a really important aspect of our community. But sometimes event owners are very difficult to try and get that education to. How are the ways you're thinking of getting education out there to the community away from events?
Okay, so right now I've been seeing a lot more like clubs and organizations who center more around trans leather, and my current communicating with those people.
Oh, we have got a technical
And
difficulty.
to work with all these people so we can share resources, share our knowledge, and it's not just me going around telling people or what I think. It's so we can all work together as one unison of trans leather people, and I think that's so important right now to cooperate and to be one community with each other.
Cool.
Yeah. We got a bit of breakup during that, but I think we got the gist of it.
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, no, cool. I think we've hit the time. If there are no other questions, which I can't see any, so Slush, thank you so much for taking the time to kind of speak with us today. We'll see you at the contest in a couple of weeks. What are your socials if people want to get in touch with you?
Yes, my socials are at the Master on Tea on Twitter. My FetLife is Trans Daddy Rex. My Instagram is Norfolk Leathers and Bears, all one word, and that's it. Oh, and Telegram is Henry J Rex, all one word, and yeah, that's it.
Would you like to invite all of the
Oh yes,
today back on? So
yeah, if they're there, bring back my pups.
Bring back my girls.
Oh, someone's got a slush puppy. Who's got a slush puppy? Yeah, so if anyone has any questions that they would like to ask, in fact, actually, there was a question earlier that I answered that I think was for Koi. Shall we go back to that one? I think it was what charities? What were the names of the charities?
This one.
Yeah. It was so Koi. It was from Dean. What charities are they that you carried on?
Obviously, we've got the Positive Project, which I mentioned. Horizon, which is from the northwest. We've got Boys Cry 2 and Boys. No, it's not Boys Cry 2. Sorry, Boys Get Sad 2, which do T-shirts, hoodies, etc. And it's not released yet, but we're also working with Boys Get Raped 2.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for those. I'm sure we can link those somewhere. If we can get them to Quincy, we can link them. Yeah. Are there any other questions? I can't see any coming through.
No, I can't see any at the moment. Is there anything?
I'm gonna ask. So we had these questions earlier. In fact, actually, here they come.
Hello, Extra.
Favorite treat? What is your favorite treat? We'll go backwards. So, Slush, what is your favorite treat? I think we know the answer.
Quite obvious. Okay, apart from a slush puppy, it's Dr. Pepper. It's my absolute. If that was a drug, I would be in prison. Yeah, it's Dr. Pepper. Apart from a slush puppy.
A Dr. Pepper slush puppy. Would that work? That would work.
That would.
Valto.
I will have to say it's fruit pastels.
Ooh. Okay. Chewy and sugary.
Exactly.
Right.
One hyperpop waiting to go through.
Cut.
I don't think I'm allowed to say my favourite treat.
I know what it is.
My second favourite treat, we get Mawam strips or stripes or whatever they're called. We just literally get them lobbed at us.
Oh, they're really nice. And extra, what's your favourite
Chocolate.
treat?
It's still chocolate. Hasn't changed. It's always going to be chocolate.
Oh, chocolate. Yes, chocolate.
Yes, chocolate. Yes. Chocolate is the best.
Okay, we're going to go back the other way. Favourite toy?
No, what about me?
Oh, Quincy, what's your favourite treat, Babs?
A carrot.
A carrot.
So I
I
had
was
that.
expecting carrot cake, not carrot.
Oh, I like carrot.
Buumi's favourite treat.
Carrot cake or carrot. Anything carrot, I'll be happy.
So going back, Quincy, what's your favourite toy?
What's my favourite toy? I can't say that. No, I can probably say bloggers. The floggers.
No, that's not a toy. That's a piece of equipment. I think I know what your favourite toy is. It's one of those hamster balls. We'll just put you in that. And you can go around.
Start running around.
Extra, what is your favourite toy to play with?
Blush.
Keep it clean. We are going with your
I have the small one and I have the big one.
Oh. A small one and a big one.
Yeah.
Blah.
Koi, what is your favourite toy?
It's got to be the balls in the ball pit, because I just like chucking them a
Like
I have to
boys,
put those
big
balls
toys,
away. Oh, actually, that's a good point. I need a new ball pit because the last one popped.
Oh, no. Oh, do you want a steel framed one? I'll talk to you about it in private.
Valto, what is your favourite toy?
My Pikachu! But I can't find the picture because it's in here somewhere and I can't find it.
Can you give me your best Pikachu?
Pikachu!
Oh, that was quite good, actually. That was quite good.
Pikachu.
And Slush, your favourite toy?
At home, I have a squeaky dinosaur. It is the best thing I have.
Yes. One of the handlers mentioned earlier that they met a Velociraptor pet player a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like, "What? What?" So,
Yeah. I met them too. They were a pop out. It was amazing. Because dinosaur.
Okay, cool. Just conscious of the time, we have run over. That's absolutely fine. Last one quickly then. Favorite places to visit? Slush. We lost Slush? We might have lost Slush.
One word
Slush,
answer.
can you hear us? Slush? Slush? We might have
Hello?
lost it.
Sorry, I'm losing connection. So, favorite place
To visit. We lost Slush.
We lost Slush. Next one.
Valto.
I don't know. It's anywhere in the UK because that's where my second family is.
Oh, that was an international. It's like, oh, everybody, world peace. Koi?
That's a really difficult question. I wouldn't say that I actually have a favourite place. I just like travelling and meeting as many different people as I can.
That's a good answer.
Another title holder answer. Next one.
And Extra.
I'm not going to give a title holder answer. KFC is my favorite place. The Colonel is my daddy. And if I can go to KFC, I will go to KFC. I will go to every single KFC. If I could be Mr. KFC UK, I would have to change titles if that were possible.
We can get you a sash made, Mr. KFC.
Oh, okay. If you could put a drumstick on my
Just for
sash,
you.
I would be
Brilliant. Right. We have run over. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to come and do this live stream tonight. It's the second time that we've done this because we did one earlier. But thank you so much. Hopefully everyone at home enjoyed it. Just a quick reminder, the contest is on the 11th of November at the Village Inn, Hurst Street, Birmingham, from 1 o'clock. Information is on the website and all our social media. So please go on there and read up about it and try and join us if you can make it. And we will see you there. I think that is it. Can I get a big woo from everyone as a goodbye?
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
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 Oh, how do I do this?